Praise 92.1 Faith and Fame with me, AV, and my sister Yolanda Adams.
Hey, y'all.
I'm loving this new original series, Kingdom Business. Launches May 19th on BET Plus. I wish I could tell y'all the episodes I
Don't
saw.
tell them. Don't tell them.
I want to
Don't
so
tell
bad.
them. They gotta see it themselves.
Yeah.
And you can actually binge watch it
Yes.
on the 19th, because what BET Plus is going to do, they're going to release all 8 episodes.
Yeah.
This is our first season. And I need all the saints to put on their real big prayer hats so we can have 10 seasons.
Yeah, I'm with it. No, I can
Because
see it.
here's the thing, we need to develop the characters in real time for people to find out, how did these people get to this place?
Right. And that's what I want to know. I know you play the role of Danita Jordan, the queen of gospel music of the First Kingdom Church. And, of course, in charge of Kingdom Records in Atlanta, the First Lady you are as well. And I know it's about redemption, deliverance, and, of course, an unwavering testimony that has a universal appeal. And we see a lot of things that are exposed. But how did you get involved with this? Who first approached you about playing the role of Danita Jordan?
Well, first of all, I have to give a big shout out to Dr. Holly Davis Carter.
Yeah.
She's been trying to get me to do television since she started the Mary Mary reality shows and all of the, Preachers of LA, those franchises. And I told her, reality TV is not my thing.
Yeah. I remember.
I'm very private. You
Yes,
remember
I remember.
she came up here and
Trying to
she was
get
saying,
you.
"Oh, we need to get you." Nope. Taylor's house is a haven.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming in there. No cameras. No none of that, because that's reality TV is very intrusive,
It is.
and I'm already very private.
Yeah.
On purpose, because no one gets a chance to tell me what I should wear
Yeah.
or eat or any of that kind of stuff. You can suggest, but I'll
Right.
block you.
And I love the creative control. You're not going to control
Yes.
me.
No, you cannot control
My
me.
narrative, yeah. So what was it about then Kingdom Business because like I said, we know you. I've been knowing you for years.
Yes.
And so I know how you are, like you said, with the reality shows. What was it about this that Yolanda Adams finally said yes to this leading role?
Well, once I saw the script and I saw the character analysis, I was like, whoa. Okay, so I identify on the music side, identify on the business side. I also identify on the church side. We grew up in church
Right.
all our lives. So, but what was intriguing to me is that she has all these layers.
Yeah.
And in those layers, there are a lot of things that I have not experienced in my life. And as an actor, you want to get a character that is not so easy for you to just wake up and play. Because the key to acting is to be.
Right.
No one should say, "Oh, she acting." No,
Yeah, it
no.
should be natural.
It should be natural, and you should say, "Whoa, that's Danita Jordan."
Right.
And so when I saw how crazy, mixed up, messed up, she was, because we like to put a pretty bow on first ladies and women in the church and all of this, but there are certain restrictions that she has that she's had to maneuver around all her life in order to get to where she is.
Yeah.
And those restrictions are still kind of there. So it's like, whoa. So that was huge to me, because, as my own boss, I don't have anybody to answer to but God.
And that's what I was going to say, too, because in watching it, you see that there's this element of her dad who was the former pastor. It's almost like he still has the puppet strings on him.
Lou Gossett Jr. is my father.
Hey, Lou.
Woo!
Lou
When
playing
I
that
tell
role,
you,
too.
is he playing
He's
it?
playing it, too. And I'm like, Lou is coming in, like, strong, but there's the
Yes.
element, Yolanda, of people who still have that little bit of control that's still
Yes.
pushing the narrative. And
Well,
a
he
lot of
had-
people don't want to
yeah.
receive that, but it happens.
Oh, it happens modern day.
Right.
Because even though he is Bishop Emeritus, he controls, who gets elected.
Yeah.
He controls, what kind of fleet they
Right,
have.
right.
He controls. I mean, he's in good with city officials, so he knows everything. He's in good with the police chief,
Yes.
so he knows all this. I know, I'm just giving y'all little tidbits, so this is, oh my gosh,
It's juicy.
It's so juicy.
It's almost like the helicopter parent. And you see
Yeah.
you see it in Danita with her kids, that
Yes.
control element. And it's like, wow, it's a real reality. Do you ever think, especially when you take a role like this, what the church people are going to say?
I've
That it
never
may be
thought about
received
what
the wrong
church
way?
people say. You know, come on now.
I just had to
And I
ask.
love church people. I love all people, but I cannot shy away from what I know God has given to me because this role was destined for me.
Right.
And I do understand because I've been in gospel music since I was 13. I do understand you will lose some people.
Yeah, it comes with it.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
Because if I lost you, I never had you.
Right.
And if I can lose you on something that, so minuscule as a role on television that's fictional.
Yeah. You got to learn how to separate y'all.
Yes.
See the message in the mess. Let me say it like that.
Yeah.
When you learn how to separate, you can see the message in the mess.
Yes.
Because it's not always pretty. And I'd be glad when we graduate out of that.
Well, there's not even a perfection requirement from God.
Exactly.
So if there's not a perfection requirement from God, I think we're doing good.
And it's real good. Kingdom Business. It launches May 19th on BET Plus. More with my sister Yolanda Adams. She's hanging out with me at 713-572-0921. Praise 92.1. That's when you know you're a family atmosphere because everybody has stopped by. I'm seeing people walk by the studio. That's Yolanda.
Yay!
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Yolanda's here with me on Praise 92.1. And we used to be in the studio every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like we back at home missing our buddy Marcus D. Wiley and, just the family. I was telling Yams, one of our skilled gentlemen here, about just the history and how God blessed us with it. And as you was talking about earlier, just how God is continuing to increase.
Yes.
And new levels. Of course, the new original series, Kingdom Business, launching next week, May 19th on BET Plus. Sister, I'm just so happy for you. Taylor's graduated.
Yeah, she's graduated summa cum laude.
I saw that.
From HU,
Howard
University in D.C. So proud of her. Come on, you remember her running around here in the summers and answering the phone for you. You taught my daughter bad radio phone etiquette. No, I didn't.
I taught Taylor something she can take with her forever. When you are through with the conversation,
hang up.
I remember
and she took that to heart.
Yeah, my grandmother would never even say goodbye. She just I told Taylor, listen, take this with you and just hang up on folks in Jesus' name.
Oh my God.
But I'm so proud of Taylor, and I'm just so proud of you to see how God has brought back around a dream of yours and something that you said that God prepared you for. And this is you in the lead role. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. And so I just want to encourage anyone who has, who thinks that their dreams are totally, not coming to pass. And even though it's deferred, it's not going to be denied, you know. So God has a way of working his plan in your life if you just say yes.
If you say yes.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, walk into it, as you said, live on purpose.
Yes.
Sometimes we think we get to a certain level in life and we want to expire our energy, our work, and our dreams. And it's like, no, man, keep working till God call you home.
Well, here's the thing. If the body is so amazing, and you know how I am about health and wellness. If you stop walking for 2 weeks, you can't walk anymore.
Yep.
Because you are not using what God has given you. It's the same thing with your talents, your gifts, your aspirations, your dreams. You've got to do something every day toward your toward your talents, toward your dreams. I mean, you're a prime example, AV. You are a radio guru.
Yeah.
I mean, you know it from the front to the back. You know how to explain it. You know how to expedite it. And so you have been doing that for such a long time. It's like breathing now. Somebody can wake you up and say, hey, I need this done, you know? And so it's the same thing, you know. I love singing. So it's not a chore for me to get up and, prepare and things like that, make sure I'm prayed up and I'm, meditated and all of that good stuff. So I just think that whenever you stop, you have now, now pause is okay. Sometimes we need rest. Yeah. But never stop going for what you know God has for you.
Yeah, never ever. And I'm like the fact that you're going forward playing Danita Jordan, Queen of Gospel Music at First Kingdom Church, First Lady, owner of Kingdom Records in Atlanta. Now, one thing I saw, they said Atlanta was the gospel music industry birthplace.
Well, yeah, they said that for the series.
I was like,
no, they just said it for the series.
Okay, because
Don't
I was
be
going
mad.
to say, listen,
Don't be mad.
hey, this is H-Town, y'all.
H-Town.
Cut
We
that
got
foolishness out. It's the birthplace to me.
And let me just preface this. Let me give you a warning.
Yeah, please do.
For you real soft Christians that can't handle stuff.
Woo!
If you are easily offended by truth.
Yeah.
Just let that marinate for a little while. If you are easily offended by truth, you may not want to watch this.
Yeah, well, watch it in increments. This is what I'm going to say to you. Watch 60 seconds of it. Pause. Go pray. And then come back. Watch another increment. And I'm glad you said that because Rebel. Woo.
Yes.
Yes, Lord. I started to call you and say, Yolanda, bring Rebel to the church, to the
No,
faith.
sir.
Okay,
No,
I'm
sir.
sorry.
No.
Okay,
Now, Saraya, the young lady who plays her,
she's good.
She is when I tell you a beautiful, beautiful child inside and out. And I'm not disrespecting her when I say child. You know, she's young, so you know she's only a couple of years older than Taylor.
Yeah.
You know, as I said, everybody on this cast grew up in church.
Yeah. And what I like about her role is you'll see she's a dancer, and so people act like dancers are not in the church. What I mean by this is, when I did young adult ministry, youth ministry, young adult ministry, there were a lot of people that sat in my ministry,
Yes,
who were dancers, adult entertainers,
yes,
strippers, if you just want to. For lack of a better word,
and dancers for R&B and pop and hip hop folks.
Yeah.
We cannot, as the church with the answer for the world, act like the world doesn't need our answer.
I know.
It's crazy for folks to say, well, you know, they don't belong here. Well, who does?
Right, because we all need to get out.
But what did Jesus say? Hey, the sick are
Yeah.
the ones who need the physicians.
The well don't need it.
The well don't need it.
Those who are whole don't need a physician. You know, and so that's what a lot of times we do. We try to do it, and this is going to open up, and hopefully it'll open up more conversations for us. It'll open up more opportunities for us to really understand the power of redemption as we get ready for Kingdom Business launching May 19th on BET Plus. More with my sis Yolanda Adams on Faith and Fame with AV. Oh, you got to hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
It's going to shake you.